Dear students, Jai Hind and very good morning. As you all know, that in two lectures you have attended regarding magnetic effect of electric current. Today's topic is just an extension of the topic which we have already discussed in our lecture number 2. Just to remind you one very important thing, what we actually studied, we have studied that when electric current is passed through a straight conductor, my dear student, let us remind what you have understood, because the topic which we are going to start you will understand from the previous concept only we have taken. As you all know, a straight conductor, understand, and whenever electric current passes through a straight conductor, you all know, suppose this is a straight conductor, okay, when electric current passes through this in any of the direction that we know, understand, in any of the direction magnetic field is created, which may appear in the form of circular line, maybe clockwise or anti-clockwise, that you all know, we have studied. That means one thing is clear in our mind, that if the conductor is straight, then the magnetic field produced maybe clockwise direction, maybe on anti-clockwise directional, but the magnetic field produced will be circular. Now, dear student, target is to understand this. If I try to do reverse of this, means when it was a straight conductor, magnetic field produced was circular. Okay. Now if I do exactly opposite to this, if I convert this straight conductor, understand, if I convert this straight conductor in the form of, in circular form, or a loop of wire, suppose I convert this conductor in this shape, I have converted this conductor in the shape of a loop, understood? Suppose I convert in this way, I have converted it in loop, and if I pass electric current through this loop, what type of magnetic field can be produced? Understand? Straight conductor, circular magnetic field. circular conductor, understand, then straight magnetic field or not. Let us try to understand this. Understand by performing, suppose, one experiment in which we are going to pass electric current through a loop of wire, understand, rather than a straight conductor. Let us try to understand one experiment where we have converted a straight conductor into a loop of wire, means in the circular shape, and we are trying to understand what type of magnetic field is created. Understand? See, my dear student, let us try to perform that experiment. Understand? Suppose I take a cardboard, okay? Suppose a cardboard, okay? On this cardboard, as you know, we are going to sprinkle iron filings that you all know very well. But here I will make two holes. Understand? Because I want to sew a loop of wire, okay? Not wire, it's a loop of wire, okay? You understood this? A loop of wire, understand, we are sewing it here. After we made a loop of wire, the two ends which I have shown here, let us take it out, because we also want to pass electric current through this. Okay, so this end, my dear student, let me show coming out from here. Okay, we made a loop of wire already. And then, as you know, after making a loop of wire, battery and all these things that you know very well, let me show. And as I told you, exactly going as per textbook is not always necessary. What you draw has to be perfect, perfect as per the demand. Understand? Suppose I saw one key here. Okay. Rheostat arrangement, that you understood. Even if I don't show, you have the idea of that. That's just for the controlling of electric current passing through this, positive and negative, suppose. Here suppose we show, okay, battery I may show here, okay. Okay, there here positive, negative. Just do this way, because you all know I explained previously also that the polarity of the ammeter, voltmeter and battery has, that you all know very well. Suppose, my dear student, you start thinking that this particular loop of wire, understand, right? Let us make it little, because we want to understand the magnetic field produced in this wire. Okay, that's what our target is to study that. This loop here. What happens, dear student? The moment you switch on, the electric current starts flowing through this loop of wire. Now, when electric current starts flowing through this loop of wire, let me show you the direction of electric current. As you all know, always positive to negative, higher potential to lower potential. Here I am showing this way the direction of electric current. Here the direction of electric current is exactly opposite to this. Understand? Now actually what happens, that what I want to explain you. The moment electric current starts flowing in this loop of wire, you think, my dear student, in this way, that the loop of wire, suppose divided into two halves here, upper loop and lower loop. In both, in upper loop and lower loop, direction of current is exactly opposite. If you just think, here the direction of current is this way, here the direction of current is this way. See, the direction of current in both the half is exactly opposite. So as a result, what happens? Understood? As a result, the magnetic field produced in both this half are exactly opposite to each other. Suppose here I saw magnetic field produced will always be circular, that you all know. The suppose here I saw the magnetic field this way. Suppose I saw anti-clockwise, just start thinking, okay? And here I saw, suppose, clockwise. Try to understand this important fact. Clockwise, suppose this way. Direction of magnetic field is exactly opposite in both. But try to understand one very important thing, my dear student. Both the magnetic field 1 and 2, understand, are actually magnetic field is created in both the half. And you all know one thing very well, as you move away from the magnet, this is magnet also, the magnetic line, distance between the magnetic line increases and it go on becoming a straight line. You understood this? It go on becoming a straight line. That means what happens? That just I want to show you that in both the half the magnetic field is produced. Understand, near this way, magnetic line quite near, but as you move away it goes on, distance between magnetic line increases. Understood? Try to understand this very important fact, right? And you will see the magnetic field in the form of straight line. See, because when you stretch a circle, ultimately it becomes a straight line. So my dear student, if wire is in the form of circular, then a strong magnetic field is produced inside the loop of wire. Understand? I have just shown you one loop here. But suppose I do like this, just take an example. Instead of just one loop, if I do like this, Suppose I take a very long wire and I want to convert it into a spring shape, circular turns, understand? And then if I pass electric current through this, actually what can happen? This is what you understood now, okay? When wire is in the shape of a loop, in the shape of circular, strong straight magnetism is produced, understood? Because wire straight, magnetism circular, wire circular, magnetism straight. Suppose what I just now told you, if I this is just talking of only one loop of wire. If I take a very long wire and I want to understand what happens if I take a very long wire and convert into a many turns, many loop of wire, what can happen regarding the magnetic field. Here, my dear student, let us try to understand that, okay? This is clear in your mind. A loop of wire generates a very strong, straight, uniform magnetism. Understand? Let us try to understand one another thing regarding this. In this, I am going to take a very long wire and I just want to make a number of loops, and for that purpose what should I do? Take an example, I want to wrap the wire around, so let me select any hollow cylinder. Suppose, my dear student, I may take copper cylinder, brass cylinder, aluminum cylinder, iron cylinder, whatever. One hollow metallic cylinder, suppose. Just try to understand. Hollow metallic cylinder I am taking, okay? Hollow metallic cylinder I am taking. Definitely we will always take a metal which is good conductor, okay? Hollow metallic cylinder we have taken, right? And around this hollow metallic cylinder we are taking a very long wire, very long, and this wire we just want to wrap around this hollow metal cylinder. Suppose, my dear student, I start from here. Straight wire in the form of loop. I am wrapping it around this. Just try to understand. A long wire is wrapped around, okay? Okay. Now you will connect it with, as you know, this is wire, a straight conductor which we have wrapped around. Understood? A hollow metallic cylinder. Then you just have to show that simple voltage supply, whatever is necessary, key, okay? That you will know very well. Ammeter, suppose just now we saw, don't let us try to show it ammeter, and then I will show the polarity. This is battery already, okay, and this is what we saw, the connection, this straight conductor, okay, joined here. Now try to understand what we have made here is ultimately, my dear student, positive negative polarity as per what we have shown here. Let us try to label, because sometime in exam you are asked. Understand what it is called, we will discuss now. This is what? This is hollow metallic cylinder. Okay, dear student? In exams sometime you may be asked. As I told you, the twisted paper is, you know, the short note regarding this. I am going to just name it what this arrangement is actually called. But in exams sometime you are simply asked to draw the figure. So at least be sure about the figure. This is loops of wire, okay. I may say loops of conductor, let us be more particular. This is key, this is ammeter, and this is battery, the external source of electric supply. Now what happens, dear student? How many loops you can see? One, then loop number 2, 3, 4, 5. I have just shown 5 loops here. Every loop is going to produce the magnetic field that you all know. Now, dear student, when you switch on, electric current starts flowing, okay. This is the direction of electric current we are showing. Okay, in this loop this way, again in this loop, okay, then this way, again in this loop, and this way, this loop and this way, then come out this way, the direction of electric current. Now, my dear student, try to understand very important fact that no doubt, if you think of only the one loop, the direction of current in half are opposite. But if you think all loops, so you see, suppose the first loop, second, third, 4, 5. Look at this. Loop number 4, 1, loop number 2, loop number 3, loop number 4, loop number 5. In all the loops, the direction of electric current is same. That means a very strong magnetic field is produced. How much stronger? Suppose this is a straight wire which we have converted in the loop till here only. Oh, my dear student, this is the circuit wire from here only. Suppose it would have been a straight wire, straight, which we converted into 5 loops. I just want to make you understand. Straight conductor converted into 5 loops, because the direction of current in every loop is similar, so very strong magnetism is produced inside these loops of wire. This type of arrangement, my dear student, is actually, I may give the name this way, it is called solenoid. What is it called? Solenoid, or it is called armature. You understood this? When you take any hollow metallic cylinder and on that metallic cylinder you wrap a wire, then such arrangement is called either armature or solenoid. Understood? So what happened here? One straight wire, if you pass electric current through straight wire, magnetism is produced. But when you convert this wire into 5 loop, my dear student, understand 5 times stronger magnetism is produced. Understand? 5 times stronger. Because here each loop is going to contribute in forming the magnetism. So you just think, suppose a straight wire is converted into 100 loops, then 100 times stronger magnetism is produced. So magnetism produced in solenoid depends on which factor? First, number of turns of loop. Mind this also, not mentioned clearly in textbook, but I want to just say that magnetism produced in solenoid depends on first, tell me, which is the first one? Magnetism produced in the solenoid first depends on number of turns. Is number of turns means number of loops. More number of loops, more strong is the magnetism produced. Less number of turns, less is the magnitude of magnetism produced. Not only that, this is obvious. Can you guess? Is there any other factor on which also magnetism produced in the solenoid depends? Yes. One another factor on which magnetism produced in the solenoid depends is obviously, my dear student, amount of current. You know, amount of current, I mean to say magnitude of current. More current, more strong magnetism, less current, less strong magnetism. And indirectly, the amount of has to do with the electric supply, that you all know. More voltage of electric supply, more current. Okay. So my dear student, this is solenoid, and magnetism produced in the solenoid depends on how many factor? 2 factor. Which are those? Number of turns in the coil. Sometime we also utilize coil of wire. Coil of wire is ultimately solenoid or armature. 3 words are utilized. Understand? Coil, solenoid, armature. But the magnetism produced, definitely you note down one thing, magnetism produces uniform throughout the coil. Understand? So one MCQ has been given in textbook that when a straight conductor is converted into loop of wire. What about the magnetism? So my dear student, note down, it is uniform. What I am speaking, it is uniform at every point. This you must note down. Magnetism produced is uniform at every point. You understood this, okay? So, one thing is clear in your mind about solenoid, okay? So, when a straight conductor is converted into a loop of wire, which we call either solenoid, armature, or coil of wire, a very strong magnetism can be realized, can be produced. And the magnetism which is produced inside the solenoid depends on two factors. Which two factors are those? First, number of turns, amount of current, no doubt. And if I just want to, the third aspect on which it depends, that may be the time for which current is passed. That is obvious. Okay, that doesn't create the time. For more time you pass the current, more strong magnetism can be produced. Understood? So why we are studying this? The question may arise in our mind, why were studying the concept of converting a straight conductor into a loop of wire that is in the form of solenoid. What is actually our purpose? So try to understand the basic. Our purpose is, we aim to know that when electric current pass through the wire, no doubt a strong magnetism is produced. But we want a very strong magnetism produced if we just make a minor change in the shape of the wire. And this type of arrangement, which we call armature or which we call solenoid, is very useful in the construction of electric motor and electric generator that we are going to study, understand in our next lecture. But one thing make sure about, so in exam it can be asked, what is solenoid? Explain in detail. Maybe the question in 2 marks or 3 marks. So you have to be very clear in your concept. When a straight conductor is wrapped around in the form of a coil around a hollow metallic cylinder, it is known as solenoid. When electric current is passed through this solenoid, every loop contributes, understand, in creating a very strong magnetism. The magnetism which is produced in the coil, in the solenoid, depends on three factors. First, it depends on amount of current. Second, it obviously depends on the time period for which the amount of current passing through the coil of wire not only that, it also depends the number of turns. Understand? Suppose, my dear student, I just now told you that such type of arrangement, that is solenoid, or we in common language we call it armature, are used in electric motor and electric generator. You know one thing, sometime you must have heard that your electric motor, which is also utilized, understand, for for just taking the groundwater up to the overhead tank. So sometime you must have heard that the coil has burnt out. What is actually that? That is armature only, where the coil of wire has burnt out. Now, if you just give that electric motor for repairing, what they do, they unwind this wire and take a new copper wire with insulated copper wire, and they make a turn around this. That is called winding. Removing the burnt wire, that is called unwinding. Understand? Right? So this is what the discussion about solenoid is. Okay. So my dear student, try to understand one thing, one MCQ which I have already discussed with you, that magnetic field inside the solenoid, so you need to remember uniform at every point, that you need to remember. Okay. So in today's lecture, we got an idea about converting a straight conductor into loop of conductor solenoid, and we are able to produce a very strong magnetism. Understood? So in our 3 lectures, in this particular chapter of magnetic effect of electric current, you got conceptually idea about a very strong relation between electricity and magnetism. Understand? More stronger effect and their practical application we are going to study in our next lecture, when we are going to discuss about electric motor. Then we will discuss, though it has been as per NCERT book cancelled, but we are going to cover the topic of electric generator, and at the same time AC/DC current and domestic electric circuit also. Okay, dear student, thank you very much from Bharat sir.